In this short video, we're going to be exploring the question, when did record inflation start? Inflation is a hot topic these days, and throughout 2022, we have seen inflation reach 40-year highs. Let's look at some tracking of the Consumer Price Index over time to see when inflation started to spike. This chart shows the Consumer Price Index going back to July 2020. As you can see, the line started to trend upward in early 2021. At the time of making this video, the latest inflation report showed 8.5% year-over-year inflation. The White House has made the case that inflation has largely resulted from factors that could not have been predicted. Coming out of the pandemic and supply chain challenges, compounded by other unpredictable factors, such as the war in Ukraine, which resulted in what they call the Putin price hike. While the war in Ukraine has made the situation worse, economic data show the U.S. was on a path toward record inflation well before the war began in February. The CPI chart shows the date the $1.9 trillion American Rescue Plan was passed in March 2021. After that, the country was clearly on an upward trajectory of inflation. The invasion of Ukraine started in February 2022. There was a further increase in inflation after the invasion of Ukraine, but inflation was already reaching close to 8% before the war began. The Federal Reserve Bank of San Francisco March economic letter also made a direct link between the American Rescue Plan and inflation the country experienced in 2021. In their letter, they wrote, "Since the first half of 2021, U.S. inflation has increasingly outpaced inflation in other developed countries. Estimates suggest that fiscal support measures designed to counteract the severity of the pandemic's economic effect may have contributed to this divergence by raising inflation about 3 percentage points by the end of 2021. This chart from their economic letter shows the U.S. inflation compared to other OECD countries. The chart clearly shows the upward trajectory of inflation starting in 2021 and the U.S. diverging higher compared to other developed nations. While inflation has recently shown signs of slight improvement in some areas, the levels of inflation we are experiencing remain at 40-year highs that many Americans have never seen in their lifetimes. Source material for this video includes the March economic letter from the Federal Reserve Bank of San Francisco and CPI information from the Bureau of Labor Statistics. Thanks for watching.